Well, the last few days has been a whirlwind, hasn't it? If you guys have been, paying attention for the last few days, you will see my entire YouTube channel got taken down for 3 days. By mistake. It was one of the most stressful moments in my life, but, you know, everyone makes mistakes. And I'm just happy that they gave it back, to be honest. You can't blame someone for a simple mistake, can you? The older you get, the more you realise. But you can blame someone for a mistake that they made on purpose. For example, not using Manscaped. This is the Lawnmower 3.0. It's the safest and, in my opinion, the best shaver I've ever used. I've actually been using this to shave my head when I can be bothered. Look how easy this is. Look, watch. Bang. Done. And the Lawnmower 3.0 doesn't just work on your bald head or your arms or your armpits. It works on your manly parts. So if you want to treat yourself to a smooth body, or you want to treat your partner because you don't like his hairy crevices, check out Manscaped in the link down below. Use the code FOX for 20% off your order and enjoy. I was sent a link to a video the other day of a particular sting operation. I haven't watched any of this video so far, but I can tell from the title that I will disagree with a large portion of what they are doing. The title of this video is Making a Pred Call His Wife After Going to Meet Minor. The bit that alarms me here is making. Why would you make somebody do something like that? I understand completely these people are criminals and they need to be exposed and need to be arrested and serve prison time, but I mean, it just seems unnecessarily cruel. So without any further hesitation, let's get into the video.
Would you, to prove to me that this is never gonna happen again,
yes,
be willing to call your wife right now and tell her what you were here to do? It's either that or it's gonna go south.
Right, let's start this off. He doesn't have to prove to you, because you're just a civilian doing what you perceive as a good job, which I have my questions about after this. The second thing is, that is a threat. That is a direct threat. You call your wife right now and tell her you're here to do this terrible thing, or stuff's gonna go south. What does south mean? It just sounds a bit not good. I don't agree with that. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. This is the second thing that I instantly don't agree with. I don't know if I'm just being too picky here or if, you know, people agree with me. Chat log highlights. You haven't shown who messaged first, which is a very, very important thing in these cases. Depending on who messages first, this can go from a public, you know, predator video to entrapment very quickly. If you're going to expose somebody like this, you have to do it properly. You have to show evidence. Showing chat log highlights and not showing actual messages but showing your recreations of the messages on evidence. And I would question the reality of this. I haven't seen the full video. Maybe, you know, he admits to what he's doing, but I think there's a better way to do this. Let me just quickly mention as well, I'm not a predator sympathizer. Watch my videos. Like, I'm the first. I just want equal justice. These chat log highlights go on for, you know, about a minute or so. Not many messages are shown, and because they're not actual evidence of anything, they're just, you know, recreations. I don't want to have a say in, you know, what I can't see or prove or, you know, verify.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question. Do you know if there's a another like Walgreens that's open?
I think at all stores they closed because of the situation of coronavirus.
Yeah. Okay, sir. I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay. If you try to leave, I'm gonna get the cops to arrest you. Okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna touch you.
So let's give them the benefit of the doubt. The conversations that they've just shown are real, even though I can't verify them. And let's say he messaged first. He just said that if you leave, I'm gonna call the police. Not, I'm gonna call the police and get you arrested. Please stay here while I sit and arrest you. That's what you should do. It's not your job as a public citizen, including me, to, you know, be the judge, juror, and anything in this case. You would have seen when I confronted the child predator, I asked them questions and I said, look, you're placed under citizen arrest. I'm calling the police. Please wait here patiently for them to arrive. And I feel like that's the best way to do this. Not say, if you leave and you don't answer my questions, the police are coming to arrest you, because he's then inclined and persuaded and, you know, almost coerced into staying and incriminating himself.
I just want to have a conversation with you. Okay? I'm part of an organization that catches who prey on kids. So the goal of this is to just confront the people that go for the kids.
I was sure about that. You know why?
Why?
Because I had the situation there before.
Somebody caught you?
No, it's not somebody caught me. Because I was sure he told me that I need an Amazon card. So I told him, you sure you need an Amazon card? He told me yes.
Yeah, but in this
So
situation, the girl you were here to meet is not asking for money.
I'm not sure if it's just the audio quality of this video, but it sounded like he has had a similar situation happen before. So it's a good thing that they caught this man, don't get me wrong. I just feel like if you catch someone, you have to do it the right way. Because I see some stuff in here that, let's say if I was a defense attorney, I could throw the case out quite quickly. In fact, them not showing the evidence in the video, I could probably turn around and say it's public defamation. That's what my lawyers advise me when I make the videos, is I need to show as much evidence as possible because it strengthens my case.
Yeah,
You were here to have.
I'm not gonna. You know why?
But you said it in the chat or no?
I say, but I don't. Because you know why? Because I'm Muslim. Also, because I have a wife and I have 2 kids.
This is just a poor excuse. Because you are Muslim, it doesn't mean that you can't be a predator. Because you're a Christian, it doesn't mean you can't be a predator. Because you're a Buddhist, it doesn't mean you can't be a predator. If you're I don't know, an upside down 4-legged hillbilly, it doesn't mean you can't be a predator. Like, you can't use that as an excuse. That is him clutching at straws to try and persuade him. This is a very common thing that predators do when they're confronted, is they try and find something that justifies what they're doing. Like, oh, I'm a Muslim, I've got wives and kids, I would never do this. Doesn't mean anything.
Okay, so if you have a wife and 2 kids, why are you here to have the 14-year-old girl?
I'm not gonna have.
You told her in the chat log.
Yeah, you know how many girls that I told her that I wanna have with them, but I didn't.
Okay. Well, there's a lot to decompress there, isn't there? First of all, it's, I'm a Muslim, I could never, ever, you know, have sex with someone. And then it's instantly, do you know how many girls I've told them I want to have sex with them? It instantly throws out your previous excuse for why you can't do it.
Look, I'm not gonna, because you're being transparent, I'm not gonna get the cops involved, but I need you to be honest.
This is a major mistake. This is a massive, massive, massive mistake. Because you're telling me what you're doing and I can get content out of this, I'm not going to get the police involved. No, it's down to you to get the police involved. You're the one that's done this. You're the one that has the evidence. You have to get the police involved. Depending on how this unfolds, if you don't report this crime to the police, you could actually be arrested for accessory after the fact. You have a obligation, not only morally, but almost legally, to provide the police with the information that you've got. Not get content for YouTube.
The second you start lying is the second I get the
lying.
cops. Listen, my guy. I'm not new to this.
Don't shut that.
Okay, because I'm not new to this.
Don't make your voice louder.
Okay, because I'm not new to this. I'm trying to show you respect. The ones that I catch,
I'm talking to you.
admit what they were there to do, and I say, okay, just make sure you don't do it again.
There's a lot that frustrates me about this. The guy in the car is quite clearly, you know, nervous. He feels like he's done something wrong. I can't verify the conversations before, so I don't know what was said. I can't comment on that. What I can comment on is this person that's doing this thing acting completely incompetently. Completely incompetently. Do you know how many people I've caught before and I've just let them get away because they told me what was going on? I put it on YouTube. That's not how this works. This is why I have lawyers involved in all of my videos, because I want to make sure I do stuff perfectly. When I catch a predator, I want to make sure they serve prison time.
You understand?
Yeah, keep your hands out your pockets.
What are you trying to show me?
No. Just close the eye.
Keep the distance. Keep the distance. This is on, so if the cops come, you can't say I hurt you.
No, I'm not
It's just
gonna
for
hurt you. I'm not
documentation
gonna-
purposes. Don't worry.
That is, you know, a good thing to say. Like, I record the encounters that I have that I send to the police that I don't post on YouTube. I've still got all the videos. And it's just there as a legal protection in case I punch him in the face and it's not on, and it's on camera. He's got evidence of an assault and vice versa. It protects both of us.
My friend, I don't care who's messaged you before. If they were asking for Amazon gift cards, they were trying to scam you.
Yeah, I know.
We
There's
didn't
a
ask
lot
for
of
any money.
scammers.
Okay,
I
you
know.
were talking. Who were you here to meet?
Well,
How old was the girl that you were here to meet?
if she's a 14 girl, I'm not gonna meet her.
Okay, didn't she? How old did she tell you she was? How old did the girl tell you she was that you were talking to?
I'm not gonna meet her if she's gonna be 13.
my guy, listen.
Because if she told me, I told her, give me your real.
So she didn't say she was 14?
Look. She told me she have an Instagram. This girl is a 14.
That's not her Instagram.
So he's clearly lying about not knowing how old this girl was if the chat logs are real, right? Because it was quite clearly evident that, you know, she said that she was 15 in 2 weeks, which would make her 14 years old.
On the app, she
Cold.
told you she was 14. My guy, lie again. I swear to God on my life, I'm gonna get the cops involved. Stop lying. You know she was 14.
Okay, she's 14.
Thank you. See, now I'm not gonna get the cops involved. Now I'll lower my voice so no one calls the cops.
This man has intended to meet a minor for sex, right? There's no debating that. Where the debate is whether the texts were coercive, because if they are, it throws everything out, and he's done his job poorly, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is, this man that is confronting the child predator is acting in such an aggressive manner. And he's also, you know, keeps on throwing out, if you lie to me, the police are coming. The police should have already been called. If this man did what you say he did, and if he is a child predator, you have a duty to call the police and get him arrested. You have a duty for the community. Because if you let him go because he says a few correct answers, he's going to go out there and do it again, isn't he? Think about what you're doing. It's completely incompetent.
She's told me that she's 14, but you know who's...
Wait, I can't hear you. Say that again. She told you she's what?
When she talked to you, you know in the internet while she's in the other side, I came, I see a guy. I know I'm expecting that I'm gonna see a guy, that's why I came.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes sense
You're
because there's a
here
lot of
for the-
liars in
you're
the
here
internet.
Well, so he says that he turns up because he knew he was going to meet a guy and he wanted to confront liars on the internet. That is nearly as bad as the excuse in the last video saying that I wanted to delete the content. You've just said that you wanted to confront people lying about minors for what? Because you want to meet minors? So it's just not a good excuse. Like, if you go to court and you say, oh, I turned up because he was lying about who he was on the internet, it just sounds stupid. Really stupid.
So listen, so you're telling me you knew that this girl was a
it's
guy?
a fake, yeah.
So why you drive all the way from Patterson 35 minutes plus to see a guy if you knew if it was gonna be a guy?
Well,
because you're here to see a guy?
No, because I know there's a lot of liars in the internet.
Hey.
That's why
My friend, you're lying.
This encounter is hard to watch because they're both acting like idiots. Like, it's like watching Dumb and Dumber. Like, we've got somebody who thinks he's helping, right? I believe that he thinks he's helping, but he's not, because he's not calling the police and getting them involved straight away, which you should, in case he goes. That is your job. Get him arrested like that. Second thing, this predator he's getting angry because this guy is lying about being an underage girl. Like, it's so stupid to watch. It's really frustrating.
You tell her what you were here to do, and you apologize to her. You apologize to your wife, bro. Because you were gonna cheat on your wife with a 14-year-old girl, bro.
With 2 children.
And you got 2 baby kids, my guy. You're 31 years old. You just had your kids. You got your whole life ahead of you.
I'm not getting...
So instead of going to jail, call your wife.
Family's life, my guy.
So instead of going to jail, call your wife.
This should not ever happen. Let me get this clear. You should never, ever pressure somebody into doing something like this. This is disgusting, right? This is not as bad as what he's doing, but this is disgusting. This is horrible behaviour, and it's a clear threat. Imagine if this was the police acting this way. This is how you've got to carry yourself when you're trying to catch criminals, right? You've got to act like you're a member of the police. You've got to act, you know, professionally. Imagine if a member in the police said, go to jail or call your wife and explain that you're a child predator. It's just fucked up. It's unnecessary. You should have called the police. That's your duty, to get him arrested. If what you said is true, you've got enough evidence to get him arrested. If you don't, then this should never go on YouTube, because it's complete slander. It's frustrating to watch, because I don't want to sympathise for a child predator. I don't want to do that. But the way that these people are acting is just so egregious.
You wanna show us and the organization that you will never do this again? Call your wife right now.
But you promised to delete the video, everything?
I'm not gonna promise to delete the videos. The videos are gonna be there for documentation purposes. So if this does get to the police or somebody calls the police, I show them the evidence that I did not touch you.
For now, it's for safety.
There's another lie. This is insane. This is completely insane for me to watch. It's actually, I've got no words. He's coercing this man into ruining his entire life, which, if he did what he said, he kind of deserves, okay? But with threats and lies and coercion, this is so unprofessional. He's only doing this, in my guess, for money. This video is monetized, he's earning money off this. That's the only reason he's doing this. So it sounds like he's gonna delete the footage or keep it in case the police arrive. But in reality, this is all a ploy so they can get a clickbait YouTube thumbnail and video and earn money.
I just want you to call her, explain what happened, 2 minutes, and we'll leave, and we call it a night, and I wish you the best moving forward with your life. Put it on speaker.
Put that on loudspeaker. Let me hear the heartbreak in your wife's voice. Let me hear you fuck up your entire life so you know I can go home and get that YouTube CPM. It's disgusting.
Try again. Why are you calling her on Facebook? Call her cell phone.
She's not living here.
How do I know that's your wife? I don't believe that's your wife. Your name is different.
I'm man.
Call your wife on speaker.
كيف شو نايمة؟
أنا بفهم عربي. I understand Arabic.
يعني تعرف شو
I'm just letting you know, don't my guy.
تعرف شو الوضع اللي أنا فيه.
الوضع اللي أنت فيه, you put yourself in that وضع, my guy. Okay, I want you to do this for her. She deserves to know.
يلا
احكي لمراتك شو صار النهارده.
You're not doing this for his wife. Like, you're doing this for YouTube.
ألو. ألو.
احكي.
في شباب شو اسمه عاملين حالهم بنت وحكوا معي على اساس انه بدي اروح انام معهم، عمرها 14 سنه من منظمه عالميه.
ايش في؟ احكي منيح. ايش؟
بحكي لك يعني.
احكي لها الصراحه.
ما هيني بشو حكيت لها؟
قول
ماشي بس احكي لها الصراحه.
طيب هيني بحكي.
كمل ماشي. هذا شو؟
سامعتيني؟
احكي
في شباب عاملين حالهم انهم هم من منظمه عالميه، بعرف شو منظمه ايش بالضبط؟
واحنا part of organization بنقفش الشباب الناس
اللي
الكبار
بتحرشوا في الصغار،
اللي بيناموا مع الصغار. وانت كنت هنا تقابل مين؟
بنت صغيره
عندها
عمرها
كم سنة؟
14 سنه.
كم سنة؟
14 سنه.
وكنت جاي تعمل ايه معاها؟
مشان انام معها.
وعشان تكوني عارفة الكلام ده حقيقي، معانا الشات لوج، الكونفرسيشن، الكلام ما بينهم.
I just find this unnecessary to call up his wife and do this on camera and post this on YouTube. Like, it just feels completely unnecessary. I don't even want to watch any more of this video because it's upsetting to watch. I never thought I would be in a situation where I felt any sort of sympathy for a child predator being caught. He's done wrong. 100% he deserves prison time. What this guy is doing isn't as bad, but it's disgusting. If I was gonna rate this video, this is an F. This is the worst capture of a child predator I've ever seen, and I'm speechless. I think it's horrific. I think it's horrific. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that feels that way, but let me know in the comments down below. Do you agree with the way that he's presenting this, or do you feel like he could have done this in a more professional manner and called the police to actually save the community? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. Peace.